Hello everyone, it's Nick Peters here, a gaming theologian, and I affirm for virgin birth. And I have a simple question for you tonight to think about. What do you deserve? See, the question is a simple question. It's just 4 little words. And yet, there's a whole lot to that question. Now, last time I said we'd go through the Sylvan Cave again, but I had such a rough time with it last time, I decided I'm going to go somewhere else first. That's this little continent here, that island. Kind of looks like South America or something like that. And we're going to go to the land of summoned monsters, which is where Lydia came from when she joined us. The enemies, well, the arachnids here are much easier to deal with since I've got float, and all they do is earthquake, which can never hit as long as I've got float on. So pretty much we get free experience in Gale every single time. And yes, you have to use float here because the floor is lava, literally. Now there is a dragon creature that guy can summon, and you want to consistently hope that he does not summon it. I don't remember what it's called because it's probably the most dangerous enemy in the cave. And that is not it. So pretty much we're getting a lot of bonus experience points here. If anything, it looks like the summoner is more dangerous than the creatures he's summoning. But the question I'm asking here at start is, what do you deserve? Because a lot of us think that we're really special and we deserve so much. And when something really good comes our way, we like to say, well, yeah, because I deserve it. Now, on an earthly level, that can be true sometimes. Sometimes you can get something you deserve from someone, such as if you do really good, your boss could give you a raise at work, and they could say that you deserve that raise. And maybe you do. But on a divine level, it doesn't work the same way. Because if I asked you on that level, what do you deserve? The answer would not be a good one for you. Because what you deserve is not anything you want. In the divine economy, we deserve judgment. God doesn't owe us anything. Hold on, I just realized that the chat isn't up here. Oh, yeah, okay. So I gotta have a chat up here if I'm going to be talking with you guys. God doesn't owe us a thing, really. If God's giving us anything, it's either wherever one thing He does owe us, judgment, or it's grace. He doesn't owe us anything, we owe Him everything. And it's easy to lose sight of that. Because we live in an age where we want what everyone else has. Not only do we want it, we practically think we are entitled to have it. If someone has something that we don't have, well, that's just not fair. Let's look at, for instance, Elon Musk becoming a trillionaire. Now, some people look at that and think that means somewhere Elon Musk has a bank account that's got $1 trillion in it, and he's just sitting on it. That he's like Uncle Scrooge. He's going down and swimming in wealth every single day. That is not what it means. It means pretty much that he's got net value there, and that his worth with all his investments is $1 trillion at least. Now you can say, well, I think he should do such and such with that money. And maybe you're right to an extent. But if you go around and say, well, I deserve to have some of that money, he shouldn't have that much money, I deserve that part of it, then you're entering problematic territory, because, yes, greed, if someone is greedy, and just because someone is wealthy, it does not mean they are greedy. But if someone is, and that is a problem, but at the same time, having envy is also a problem. Neither one is a state that a Christian should be in. Or look at it in a dating perspective. There's a claim going out there that 80% of women want the top 20% of men. This isn't just me saying this, this is a well-established claim. And you know what? So many women out there think they are in that group that deserve the top. How well does that bode for us if we go down that path? Where people think that they are owed the best out there. And yes, everyone thinks they're the best, and they deserve that. And a guy can think he deserves to have, say, a girl that looks like a supermodel, or because he invested so much in a girl on a date where he knows what he deserves to get that evening. It's the same sort of thinking. It's entitlement thinking. And our age is full of it. We have so many cases of us asking what can be done for us, not asking what can we do for someone else. It is a culture of me, me, me. Christopher Leitch, not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but he wrote about the culture of narcissism, and he's right. And this was several years ago. It's much worse now. We live in a culture where people think, I should have such and such. And this also goes with a problem of evil as well. Because for evil to be a problem, you have to say, I don't deserve to have this happen to me. Now, in some cases, you can see where that could make sense, such as a child having cancer. But at the same time, God doesn't owe anyone anything, not even life itself. Everything He gives, every good and perfect gift comes from a Father above. And what He gives out of grace. He does not give out of obligation. And that also means, though, that if God gives you something good, He did it to bless. For whatever reason. See, once you realize the only thing God owes you is either that which He must give because of His nature of justice, which is judgment, or that which He's promised you, which is true, which is because He's true, such that if you sincerely ask for forgiveness, He gives you forgiveness. He will not turn away anyone who comes to Him asking for forgiveness. And that means you should also strive to be thankful for the things you have. And if you want something more, and there's nothing wrong with wanting good things in life, then you go out and you work for the things you want. We've lost that concept in the world today, especially here in the West, where we think we are entitled to so many things out there, and we are not. A lot of this comes in with identity politics as well, which always comes with communism. Always meant to get us warring against one another. And somehow, it always works. Because envy is such a great driver. Envy's said to be the one sin you commit that does not bring you pleasure. That's an interesting way of looking at it. Equip that sword, because that's the best sword we've got right now. And it also increases defense as well. You don't want to go down there because I'll get you out of here again. Now, things that I'm gathering here. I'm going to equip that arrow later on. This is going to help when we go through the Sylvan Cave next time. Again. But this is the land of the summoned monsters. Now, how do we get to that treasure chest there? Easy. That's a rat terror, which, when I went through this, I knew, oh, that's gotta be good for something special, because that was the symbol of courage in the original Final Fantasy. And we're staying rest tonight. Now, some of you might be asking, why are we talking about entitlement tonight? And we're going to get there just as soon as we're done exploring around here. Yeah, all these are monsters, actually. Well, that guy, we're going to go around him. Supposedly all of them can be summoned. We're not going to equip just yet because we also need to go buy weapons. You're not going to get that yet because I want the Mage Master equipped instead. So let's equip the robe. New shield. New whip. Go with increased evasion. Yeah, I'll stick with the effect of gaining extra life. And there's actually a library in here. Cave that leads to a world of humans. Chocobo, Shiva, Ramu, Ifrit, Titan, Asura, who guards the path to the king. The king's ruler of the ocean. Odin, master of a blade, only defeated when a sword was struck by a bolt of lightning. One must prove their worth to attain to summon sylphs, kindly creatures. We've seen those before. 2 moons once won. And the god of summons created us and watches over us from afar, never having known defeat. Perhaps the only way to defeat him is to reflect his own strength against him. Been aware of descending to the earth from the moon, sleeping within a dragon. Think I'm a king? No, I'm just an old man. This is a royal chamber. Now here's the queen here. In saying that Lydia says I need her help. To which Asura says, you must prove your worth. And this is where we get to the age of entitlement aspect I wanted to focus on. In Final Fantasy IV, you have to prove you're worthy of a summon, not just that you need it. Now, Asura's a healer, so some might think, well, that doesn't sound so bad, except she heals herself constantly. Now, there is a fairly easy strategy to defeat her beyond what I'm doing, just using the weapons that deal with mute. Oh, yeah. And that's to cast Reflect on her. But I like seeing if I can do this without, because if you cast Reflect on her, her healing magic that she does comes back, bounces off of her, and goes to you. But this gives it a little bit of an extra challenge. Now, every time you attack her, she does do a counterattack of some kind. And we want her to cast Protect because at least then she's not healing herself. And I'm going to cover Rosa to make sure nothing happens to her. Remember, if you don't want to do it this way, if you go through the game, just cast Reflect on her. But I'm going for a route of a little bit of an extra challenge. And yes, the names of these summons do come from various other religions and mythologies. And now Rydia can summon Asura, which, when we summon her, she does some kind of healing on us. So before we face the king, we'll go back and heal again. And we're going to save again. And now it's time to face the king, the ruler of the seas we encountered earlier in the game. And yes, you have to test yourself. See, Final Fantasy doesn't know anything about entitlement. At least Final Fantasy IV doesn't. It knows you have to demonstrate you're worthy of something. Not just that you want it, not even that you need it. But you have to demonstrate that you possess the character, the strength, to use it properly. Okay, let's summon Reimu. Yeah, so Leviathan puts up much more of a fight than his wife does. And that'll be the last time we can use Blitz this battle, but that's okay. Just just so you all can see, I'm going to do the summon of Asura. In this case, we all get Protect on us. It's either going to be Protect, Life Magic, or it's going to be one of the Cure spells. Very powerful one, so she's pretty helpful either way. Let's see how well Blizzard works on him. Not too well. Okay, now we know. So let's hope Curasia goes. Thankfully, that spell goes off very quick. Someone got a commenter saying Leviathan is very tanky, it looks like, which, yes. And for those who don't know what tanky means, it pretty means he soaks up damage and still keeps going. Which, please, people, remember, like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. It really means a lot if I know you appreciate the work. And make a donation as well. Support us financially. It helps me to keep doing this more and more. I mean, being a seminary student, it's tight. So, any help you can give is greatly appreciated. I'm thinking this guy can't take much more. Yep, there you go. And when you summon Leviathan, is a huge water attack on all the enemies as he does his tidal wave. So in Final Fantasy IV, you aren't entitled to things. You earn them. And that's the better way for things to go. If you want something, work for it. Even the shopkeepers in these games, as the joke usually goes, you can't just go to a shop and say, "Hey, we're trying to save the world, give us everything you got." And they'll say, yeah, and I'm also trying to feed my family and keep them alive, so you better be paying for that kind of stuff if you want it. Now we're going to see how far we can get in the Sylvan Cave, because we've gained some levers, thankfully, in the Land of Summon Monsters dungeons, and we don't need to go back there again. I've told on some podcast my story here that being on the spectrum and how my parents were told all the bad stuff about, you say, well, he's never gonna finish high school or go to college or drive a car or have a job or live on his own or get married. Yeah, I've done all of those things. Sadly, the marriage didn't end well, but I've still done those things. And I've strived to work for the things that I have. Now, do I need some help with things sometimes due to being on the spectrum? Yes. But I do a lot of my independent work as well, because it's that important to me that I succeed in whatever I do. And you can succeed at things also if you really want them. If you go out and push for them. And when it comes to what God gives you, what God gives you is grace. You don't earn the good things that come your way. He blesses you with those. He blesses you with them out of His love for you. You certainly didn't deserve the rewards that come from the cross. Quite the opposite. You deserve the cross instead. And one who got the cross is the one who didn't deserve the cross. Yeah, I really wish there were ribbons at this point of the game. Okay, Fairy Rod, I'm going to equip that because that comes with a charm effect, which can be super helpful. You know, this seems like as good a time as any to show off Leviathan. Well, let's see what the big guy can do. Time for a tsunami. Yeah, that's sufficient. And stop thinking so much about whatever people owe you. Think about what you owe them instead. What can you do to help someone else out? It's not just what they can do for you, it's what you can do for them. And this, by the way, is also the secret, I think, if both couples do this, to having a good marriage, is to ask regularly, what can I do for the other person? You know, we have a comment where he was saying, yeah, Leviathan is pretty strong. Yes, he is. The benefit of using Confuse on the marbles is they will lose their turn to attack themselves. And then your characters can be waiting and ready to face them down. If you're married, try and ask yourself every day, what can I do to make my spouse's life better? And you know what? If both of you do that, you both win in the end. And if they do something and it's something that you just really don't like, it's okay to say so. That way they can know for next time. And if someone tells you that, listen and appreciate it. Because they're just being honest and saying, this isn't something I prefer, and they're giving you a better way to do things instead. Alright, got our magic refilled there. You know, the mute type weapons work very good on magic users. Okay, and right now this is going to be the most dangerous part here. I'm going to defend. And just going to try and use Leviathan to blow through these things every time. And if you all become donors to what I do here, I would like it to be because you think what's being done here is worthwhile and you want to see it going. Because right now we're just getting started, but I'd love a day to come when we got 4 conversations going on and people coming in, asking questions and getting to help them out. And remember, I don't have a lot of people in it yet, but I have set up a Discord for chats. We've got an area for discussing autism even, and for guys going through divorce. So, come on by. Just look for Gaming Theologian on Discord. We want to save Rosa's MP best we can. Yeah, that worked out well. Unfortunately, Edge does not really have good magic defense. Rydia, on the other hand, tends to have it much better, and it gets stronger and stronger as we go along. I understand there's something special you can do with the cursed ring, but I'd have to look up what it is again. Ooh boy, this is not a good one to get. See if we can paralyze any of those. Well, that didn't work out as badly as I feared it would. Except for that point. Whew, that was a lot closer than I would have wanted it to be. The Avenger, it's an interesting weapon. Because once someone's equipped with it, it's pretty much berserk on them. They just keep attacking relentlessly. Here we got another chatter in here. Good evening to you as well. We just finished the Land of Summoned Monsters. Now we're in the Sylvan Cave. Fortunately, I do remember the last box in here that we open is one that's pretty easy. And I don't mean that sarcastically, I mean it really is. Personally, I didn't think we'd have enough time to do all this tonight, but it looks like we did. So that's a huge plus. Again, all the treasure down here, we're earning it. We're not entitled to anything, and as gamers, we should know that. We rise to the challenge. Yep, see, that one's much easier. Medusa arrow, which is nothing really. But now we're going to equip that more powerful arrow. So, going back here, I will show you one other spot in the world here. We're going to come back here sometime in the future, but in this far off distant corner, I don't know how this guy gets any customers, but here he is. A blacksmith. Master's lost his spot, his spark. It's always funny when you touch the fireplace. Ow, ow, ow. There used to be another treasure out that way. Smithing days are over, and he won't fetch another sword until he can find the legendary or adamantite, which we do not have yet. Okay, someone's studying Leviticus. Any tips or commentaries? I have seen a book on my Kindle, like Leviticus on the Butcher's Table. I haven't got to read it yet. I definitely recommend you check out my ministry partner, JP Holding, at tectonics.org for questions about Leviticus. That's Tektonnics. Yeah, Leviticus is sadly where many Bible runs come to die. It's a very difficult book. You need to understand purity in cultures because Leviticus is all about keeping things pure. And people, whatever I might be talking about that day, if you have another question on your mind that you just want answered, come on in. We'll answer it. And if I don't know the answer, I'll try and point you to someone who does know the answer. This is a town we visited before, just making sure we're all maxed out with everything. Because right now, there's not enough time to really get into the sealed cave. Oh, somehow I did not get diamond gloves. That's why that one. Oh, okay. Because I equipped power on that, okay. You know, these people are worse than shoppers at Walmart. How they stand right in your way. Okay, so next time, well, let's just go at least and open the door here. The sealed cavern. Next time we go on a quest to get the last crystal and keep it out of Gobez's hands. Well, folks, that's going to be it for tonight. Hopefully tomorrow night we can continue a little bit more, and you'll see more and more why Final Fantasy IV is actually my favorite Final Fantasy out there. And yes, I do have the next games lined up that I plan on us going through. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. It's been a while since I've seen a new subscriber to the channel. Would like to see more of those. Please become a donor as well. My Patreon should be in the comments section, or in the video description, I mean. But now, I'm Nick Peters. I affirm the virgin birth.